Welcome to Gallery Teacher's English Masterclass. If you haven't met me before, my name is Alex. I'm based in the UK and I'm one of the teachers here with Gallery Teachers. And it's great to see many of you come along for this functional masterclass today. So what I hope will be really practical language. We are looking at how to express doubt and uncertainty in English and some more advanced and nuanced expressions we can use to do just this. You know step one, everyone, which is modal verbs, right? May, might, could, as well as our adverbs, right? Perhaps, possibly. Sorry, that next one should be maybe. Likely, unlikely. For example, that might be right, but perhaps not. These are great, these are useful, but we're moving on to what I consider step two, right? Some really advanced expressions for this. Phrases to express doubt when you're asked to give your opinion about something, right? Or when you're asked to respond to an idea, just like we looked at. I'm not sure about that. Or I'm not really sure about that. It's a variation. Now, if you're quite certain that this is not correct, but again, you're not 100% certain, you can say, I don't believe that's true. I don't know for sure. Or even, I have my doubts about that. These are all really nice, particularly if we're quite sure something is incorrect or wrong. I don't believe that's true. And I have my doubts about that are really great expressions. This is very much a fact-based in this case. Here's some more, for example. For example, someone said, Sydney's the capital of Australia. I might respond, I don't think that's correct, right? Or I don't think that's quite right. See, we're still doing it politely. I wouldn't say that for certain. Or I'm not 100% sure, or I'm not 100% certain about that. Stronger, right? When you're almost sure something's incorrect, I doubt that. Or I very much doubt that. You're almost saying no at this point with this expression. The next two in bold, careful, these are very informal expressions. So close friends and family only, I would say. I don't know, actually. Okay, I don't know, actually. Remember, don't know like this is just sort of a short form, informal for I don't know. And super informal, we have beats me, right? Or it beats me, meaning I just don't know, right? I don't know the correct answer. Some more expressions to express uncertainty. Now, this is especially when you are talking about your own opinions, your own assertions now, okay? So you want to give a piece of information, you want to assert an opinion, but you want to be careful because you're not 100% sure about it. You can do so this way. For example, I think it will rain tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure. So if I'm saying to someone, it will rain tomorrow, I want to express that uncertainty, right? Because I don't have all of the information. We can do it this way. If I'm not mistaken, or if I'm not wrong, for example, it will rain tomorrow. Notice these are great sentence starters. If I've got this right, or if I've got this correct, one of my favorites, to the best of my knowledge. Okay, to the best of my knowledge, it will rain tomorrow. As far as I know, and another really great one, don't quote me on this. Oh, Therese, really nice. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, that's it, especially if you do want to get feedback from the other person, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it will rain tomorrow, right? So this is not an exhaustive list. Absolutely not. There are more, but these are some great expressions we can use for this. Ooh, and of course, so those were sentence starters. These are, I suppose, sentence enders, right? So after you give your opinion, you can express, have a phrase to express uncertainty. For example, at least that's what I heard, or at least that's what the weather forecast said. Okay, or what someone or something said. At least, so it will rain tomorrow, at least according to the weather forecast. Some others, but don't quote me on that. Or that said, I don't know for certain. Or to the best of my knowledge anyway. For example, it will rain tomorrow to the best of my knowledge anyway. These are really useful to, again, do some hedging and to express a little bit of doubt about some information that you've given. Quick point. Notice here, I'll read the sentence. If I've got this right, it should be a sunny day tomorrow. At least that's what the weather forecast said. Okay, notice the use of this and that. So if we're using one of these hedging expressions to express doubt or uncertainty before the assertion, before the information, we typically use this. If we do so or use this expression after the information, we typically use that. Okay, if I've got this right, it should be a sunny day tomorrow. At least that's what the weather forecast said. Oh, no, there are a couple more. Yes, idiomatic expressions, right? For expressing doubt about decision-making situations. So this is a little bit different. This is when we are expressing doubt or uncertainty because we are not 100% sure, we're not certain yet about a decision to be made or which decision to make. So we have the expressions to be in two minds about something. Example, I'm still in two minds about the deal, the business deal. I'm still in two minds about it. To weigh up one's options. Okay, we can imagine a set of scales. Example, Amelie hasn't decided whether to apply to university or accept the job. She's still weighing up her options. Okay, so weighing up there, really thinking about both possibilities, both options before you make a decision. Yes, to be or to sit on the fence about something. Notice the use of the present continuous again here, just like in the previous example, because this is very much a process. He's sitting on the fence about whether to start his own business or not. So he hasn't made a decision. And also to be up in the air. For example, their futures are still up in the air until they hear the results of their visa applications. So to be up in the air, a little bit different from the previous, because the previous, it's about someone who hasn't or can't make a decision yet. With to be up in the air, it's more like there is uncertainty about the future because you can't make any decisions, right? You can't do anything about it. There's just a couple more idiomatic expressions for us to have a look at. To have second thoughts about something, right? So this is about expressing doubt about a decision and changing our minds, right? So when you reconsider a decision, especially. Example, they're having second thoughts about emigrating to Australia. They might stay after all. They are having second thoughts, right? They might be changing their minds. To have or get cold feet about something, usually some kind of action, okay, or event. Example, bad news. The groom has cold feet about the wedding tomorrow. So again, doubt, uncertainty, second thoughts, changing decisions.